Here's a Yahoo that was sent in by Sean. Thanks, Sean. It's by Yahoo Answers user Nope, who has he's got a question here that has been on the tip of my tongue, and Sean Nope has managed to put it into words in a way I never have. Thank you, Nope, for your bravery. Nope asks, why hasn't there ever been a wizard wrestler? Like in WWE, the wizard wrestler would have special powers like controlling other wrestlers via telekinesis. He'd definitely be jacked and wear a Speedo, but he'd also have a big white beard and a wizard hat. I did not read that part before. I did not vet that part correctly. I imagined more of a sort of Gandalfian vibe.
You were thinking more of a svelte, not so much beefcake, but perhaps like a svelte jaguar-esque.
Well, I was more thinking about the hempen garments of a Christopher Lee, but not necessarily a Speedo with rippling muscles. But I guess wizards come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah,
and
it is interesting to me, Griffin, that you assume that Gandalf underneath that robe isn't rippling with muscles.
Isn't like huge. Yeah,
you
maybe.
Don't know that. Gandalf the Shredded.
Wrestling has it requires remarkable athleticism, and there is obviously an inherent risk to every bout that happens in that beautiful
Mm.
cage. But also sometimes they do a make-believe.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I know that there's been a wrestler who would take off a sock and make you smell it so bad that you fall asleep. So I don't see why there can't be a wrestler who takes you over with his psychic powers.
Would that be the problem, though? Is that wrestling has a sort of, we know this is not, there's a tenuous relationship to reality in wrestling, and they're constantly playing with that in a word that I will not attempt to pronounce because I've been saying it for 10 years and I've never managed to get it right. But it's
kayfabe?
Thank you. Sure, Travis said it this time, tweeted him. But I feel like it would be straining the bounds of believability if you did just have one wrestler show up and this one does have magical powers.
It seems to me like people were okay with someone maybe being an Undertaker and maybe being dead in some way, and like having a manager who may or may not be dead.
That was an act. I think that if you're going to have a magician character, the premise can't be, I always loved wizards growing up, and so I've styled myself as a wizard. It must be, I'm a wizard who will win the fight with magic.
I find it hard to believe that there has not been a wrestler who could perhaps mesmerize or hypnotize up to this point.
Okay. I mean, we do have something like that now. There is someone who uses what I will refer to as just sort of swamp magic to cast people into sort of illusory hellscapes.
That feels real. Yeah. And that doesn't bother me.
So we got that, right? Why not wizard? In the last WrestleMania, the fucking Undertaker killed AJ Styles. guys, he's a performer. He's an entertainer. Alan Jones killed him and buried his dead ass 6 feet under the loam. Dust to dust, baby. This dude's dead as disco, and then he's back the next week. So why not wizards, I guess?
What happened when he came back? Hold on, I am curious, Griffin. When he came back, was there any, like, zombie theme, or like
he was just kind of back, and he was pretty peeved at the Undertaker. But they only do the Undertaker at WrestleMania, so he kind of let bygones be bygones for another year. At least
he got over it.
he got over it. Maybe next WrestleMania he'll show up at the Undertaker fight and be like, I did not appreciate you killing my ass dead and putting me in the ground like a dead body does.
I think if you were going to have a wizard character, they would have to only be able to access their powers once X had been accomplished. They could not walk right out the gate and blast you with a fireball or lightning or whatever. It would have to be like they got to power up via getting punched enough, right? Or something. Maybe it's rage-fueled magic. Or it's the cheers of the crowd, perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, we got Finn Balor who turns into the Beast when he gets psyched up. There's a lot of people who transform into bestial characters. So why not a fucking wizard, please?
It's such a shame that live audiences aren't permitted at wrestling events now, because I would love to start seeing the crowd filled with "Why not a wizard" signs.
Yeah.
Maybe once but I feel like the heat of this is going to be gone by the time we wrap up the COVID stuff.
Could it be a social campaign? Hashtag why not a wizard?
Tweet events and everybody.
Well, you don't have to. No, you don't have to tweet at anybody. You can just tweet simply hashtag why not a wizard.
That's so that there is no wrestling connection to that.
Oh, you don't think that's obvious? I didn't think it needed to be stated. I think that when someone sees that, they will immediately think of the void in wrestling of being like, yeah, you're right. Why not a wizard?
Bray Wyatt has swamp magic and he transforms into a beast.
Well, he took both. He can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Why there should be, even if somebody's already got a thing.
Why not a wizard?
Why not Roman Reigns? Some people are still not over. Just fucking give him telekinesis.
Griffin, there's gotta be easy. Some sort of baby face, like one of the wrestlers that doesn't have a cool name. They just are their regular name. And
like John Cena.
Like John Cena, who could come back as the wizard.
Maybe a character. Maybe that's the thing is Roman Reigns, Griffin, you mentioned people, he was supposed to be a hero and then people didn't like him. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, that was ancient history, but still, yes, he is not over in some people's hearts.
Perhaps he discovers his powers. They manifest one day while saving someone. And it's not retcon. This is a new development of like, yes. And also, I saw a child about to be hit by a car and I magicked that car away.
Okay. So
and that's how I found my powers.
He has this fantastical move where he cocks his arm like it's a shotgun and he jumps, he does jump in the air and he punches somebody with this arm that I guess he has prepared in some way. He has loaded it in some way. So what if the next time he does it, he just cocks it and like a fucking lightning bolt comes out and he's
there
like,
you go.
Whoa, what the fuck? Did you guys see that? And then we would do cussing in the WWE again. Which
would be cool if one of the cool things about having a wizard is that he's unbeatable, right? Because of magic, but you could like there's an object outside of the ring in our world where his power is contained. Because I think one of the things about wrestling that sucks is that it's always in that the square. And I feel like if they had an opportunity to do some storylines that was just the Undertaker rampaging through Detroit looking for the secret dagger of, we'll get it in post.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be so good because I would love to see Vince taking part in it. Like, did you find the dagger? Like doing his very best acting.
We have to stab the heart.
You need to go into the ancient vault of Rylech.
I think at some point I've stopped describing wrestling and started describing shows.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if it was like shows.
What if there was a companion television show to wrestling where they were going on adventures and maybe there were
going to say if there was a companion character to The Undertaker, like, I know I don't have wrestling powers, but I'm here to provide some levity. My name is Dirk Taker. I'm your son.
I'm your son and I will find the dagger and I will stop the Magic Man. Griffin, are there any wrestlers?
I turned 17, Dad. I got my wrestling powers. I'm proud of you, Dirk.
I'm proud of you, Dirk Taker. Dad, I'm going to be a nice guy who brings life. What? You've disappointed me again, Dirk.
He's making his SmackDown debut, son of The Undertaker. Everybody, here comes Dirk Taker. Oh, he's got a dagger. You can't.
He took that, Dirk.
Hey,
no, he's got my dagger. Oh, the wizard seems pretty worried about this.
For the first time, the wizard is worried.
My power has been compromised.
Oh, and it's the wizard's son, Tom. Hi, I'm Tom. I don't wrestle.
I guess Dirk Taker is swiping his knife at we gotta call this, guys.
Oh no, the wizard. His skin is melting and the roaches that were ambulating his body have just started to disintegrate. That's right. He was just an ambulating skin shield for a bunch of living roaches.
We'll have to see how this affects the rankings or whatever.
I'm going to run WWE into the ground just from like budgets on the effects we're going to need for this show.
No, I would want it to be some ratty ass Men in Black 1 era, like PlayStation 1 low poly, just sort of dissolving man effect. That would be so fucking good. God, we should write wrestling. God, they should let us do wrestling.
Are there any wrestlers who their whole gimmick, like their whole thing, is that they always seem surprised to be in a wrestling match? Like maybe they were just like a fan who got up to go to the bathroom or like buy a program or whatever, and then they was like, wait, I'm a what? Huh? Oh.
What? Okay, Travis, this is perfect. The character's name is Phil Spigot, and he doesn't want to wrestle.
Yeah.
And what happens is the wrestlers have to go and find him and start the wrestling against his will.
And he's just in line for the men's room.
Right. He doesn't know the wrestling is about to... That's the problem, is that all these wrestlers are waiting until the match starts. If you want to get serious about this, you need to start finding these people in their daily lives.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure...
Hey, where's Phil? I don't think he came to the wrestling match. I'm going to his house. I'm going to find him.
I think Braun Strowman was just like getting some pretzels at SmackDown, and they were like, "What do you do, man? Get up there! Look at your fucking body! Get up there!
Look at your incredible wrestler's body!"
No, I'm an accountant. Yeah, no accounting for how big and beefy you are. Get up there.
I'm an undertaker. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah,
no, I'm
right.
I mean, I'm like mortician.
Well, that's taken, so you got to pick something else.
You got to pick something else, but I am an undertaker. That's taken.
It's taken. Can you be a wizard? I don't have powers. Damn it.
Fuck, that would be great if like a big wrestler got to be the wizard.
Yeah. Just
like
a big beefo.
If Brock Lesnar shows up to the next WrestleMania and be like, "Oh, baby, here we go, Suplex City," and he's like, "No, I don't do that anymore."
Check out my beard. My huge, bushy, vulnerable beard.
He reaches into his fucking knife tattoo on his stomach and pulls out the actual dagger.
He's opened a portal to hell.
Whoa. Let me guess, you're going to suplex the other guy. I don't do that anymore.
I don't suplex anymore.
I use my mind now.
I control time with the amulet around my neck, and I have a cape that moves on its own.
Why would the wizard go into the ring? That's the question for me.
Yeah.
Is if the wizard has these incredible powers, what storyline reason is there for... He could be just waiting for the wrestler to wrestle somebody else, eating some nachos in 37G, and then just blaze them, right?
Well, the other wrestler said something mean about his girl.
Yeah.
And so he had to get, maybe he smooched his mama or something. I don't know. I haven't watched wrestling since like 1998.
That's bad. Let me give you this. His spells are powered by punches. And
that's what I said earlier.
One spell. Well, no, he's building spell energy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he has to slap the person. You know, sometimes they slap their belly.
Yeah.
Don't you love that?
Yeah. It's fun.
That seems friendly.
It's fun.
Now, is it by punching others or getting punched, Justin?
It's not even punching, Travis. It's an open hand belly slap.
Yeah, it's an open hand belly slap.
I'm just saying that maybe the wizard's powers are powered by being punched by someone else.
Okay.
So they have to get punched to power up their powers.
That's huge.
That's cool, too. We should write wrestling. Get at us, whoever.
I'm just saying, wrestling, if you want us to write you, get at us.
Get at us.
Maybe it has to happen in a geometric shape and they're too lazy to make their own. So they just use the ring to do it.
What if the three of us filmed a sort of indie demo tape of us wrestling using this great fiction, but we did it in the front yard?
Oh,
where everyone could see it, and then that way people wouldn't think that like something unsavory is happening. It's in the front. This is three boys front yard wrestling with supernatural elements.
I was going to suggest that perhaps we were all three wizards, and then I thought, what if that became the thing? Every wrestler is still themselves, but also everyone has powers now. We are basically, this is Mortal Kombat level. Oh yeah, that guy, he studied, karate until he became a master, and also can turn into a dragon. They are separate, unrelated, but two things that he can do. He is a very good fighter and also can shoot ice out of his hands.
I mean, again, you're just kind of making show now.
Yeah,
you're just kind of making Mortal Kombat
this is just
the TV
show.
But also there's a real human element to it.
Okay, it's too late. You fucked up the pitch.
Fuck.
No one's
Damn
gonna
it.
buy this.
It's we're gonna have to fall back on our old funding model, advertising.
Oh, okay. I
Podcast.
thought you were going to say selling plasma.
No,
I thought we were gonna do the
that
Max
too.
Fun Drive again, but I don't think we're allowed to do that.
No, Jesse said no. Okay, let's go.
This Yahoo is sent in by the wizard Emma Cant. What do you think about that?
Ooh. Okay.
Like that.
Emma, thank you. It's an anonymous Yahoo.
Why not a wizard?
Why not a wizard? This one's by Yahoo Answers user. They're anonymous, so I'm going to call them Preston. Asks,
Oh, like Preston Digitation.
what?
Like Preston Preston Digitation would be my
oh,
wizard.
that
My
could be his-
name is Preston Digitation,
That's
and I'm
cool.
here to change the world of wrestling.
I also flip real good.
Look at these flips. They're not magically enhanced. They're physical flips.
And also lightning.
that's hard. That's hard. If you practice really hard to do cool flips as the wizard wrestler, you have to keep reassuring people that, no, I trained
Yes.
to do those.